Hey guys, today it is very warm out, it's a little over 90 degrees. I wanted to come on here and just do a little bit of thinking about why it seems like my generation can't think. They can't think for themselves, they can't think in general. And I think the very simple response and explanation for this, typically among, older individuals, is, oh, well, they're young, they're just stupid, they're idiots, they don't know anything, oh, this world is going to crap, etc., etc., and it is, right? But I don't think it's as simple as that. I think there's a lot more that goes into this, and there's certain technological advancements and inventions that have shaped the way people think, and if they think at all. And overall, I think so many people my age, a little bit younger, even a little bit older, have trouble with consciousness. And oh, what do you mean they have trouble with consciousness? I mean, we have trouble acknowledging ourselves and our reality. We're not really aware, right? Consciousness means awareness. We're not really aware of why we're doing what we're doing. We don't even know what we're doing. We don't seek to figure that out. And sometimes the answer is right in front of you, but if you don't open your eyes and look at it, you'll never discover it. And so most of us don't discover it. Most of us are, I'm sure I mentioned this in previous talks, most of us are sleepwalking through our lives. And this isn't just my generation. This seems like it's everybody now. It's very easy to listen to everybody else's opinion and what your parents want for you, what your grandparents want for you, what your friends say you should do, what people say you should and shouldn't do. There's so much, right? You're bombarded with everybody's opinion that you start to question, where am I? Where is what I actually want? And it takes consciousness to sit with yourself and think, what do I actually want for myself? Instead of, oh, I'm bombarded with all these people's opinions, let me A, listen to them and not think about it myself at all, or B, let me just escape it and go on my phone and start scrolling, right? And I think social media has taken a huge effect on us not really thinking for ourselves. I notice in my personal life that a lot of people I meet, and look, I meet a ton of incredible people podcasting, and even in reality when I just meet people sometimes, right? But there are so many people that I meet, especially around my age group, that seem like they are the exact same person, but in a different body. So I'll meet 10 people, and maybe one or two of them will think like me, or just have any uniqueness to them at all, and then the rest 7 to 10 of them will seem like they're just the same exact person. And it's like, well, we're all different people with different experiences, different backgrounds, different cultures, different everything, but we all act the same. Now, the cause for this is, mainly the music we listen to and all of the things. Most people scroll on TikTok and Instagram all day and, oh, you saw that video about the blah, blah, blah? Oh, yeah, I saw that too. And so it's so many people are, in that sense, experiencing the same stuff. So everybody, talks the same. Oh, bet, bro. And look, there's nothing wrong with this. But there's so much individuality taken out of our society nowadays. It's like we all want the same thing, it seems like. And we're all trying to get the same thing, but we don't even know what that same thing is. It's just kind of like, alright, well, all my friends are going to college. Well, I don't know if I want to go. But they're going. So I guess I have to go too. That's the right thing to do, right? And maybe for you, college is the right thing to do. Or maybe it's not. But see, if you don't have the consciousness to think about that for yourself and think about what you actually want, then you'll keep going down a life path. And maybe even if you have a lack of consciousness for your life and your reality, maybe things will work out one day. Maybe you'll spend the next 20 years just sleepwalking through life, just doing stuff, and you'll have it figured out one day. And, you'll go to college going for you don't know what, but it'll just work out. You'll make the money that you feel comfortable with. your job isn't that bad, right? And you'll be fine, right? But I think a lot of people aren't fine. I think a lot of people sleepwalk through their lives and they get to this point, and then they realize, wait, I didn't really think about what I wanted, and now I'm not fine, and I don't know how to fix this. And it all starts and stems from the individual, but it really all goes back to our childhood. Almost everything in life goes back to our childhood. But the point I was making before about, we're taking in all these opinions from everybody else. When you were younger, that is all you did. All you did was take in opinions and beliefs from someone else. You didn't have any opinions or beliefs on your own because you didn't have the awareness to do that. Everybody has since we're older, we all have a sense of awareness, but some more than others, right? And, everybody's aware to a degree that they're alive and they're experiencing stuff, but a lot of us are in this cycle of avoiding pain and chasing pleasure. I don't really enjoy my life. I'm in school. I'm just doing the work to do it because everyone told me I need to be here. And all right, well, what am I doing after? Who's hosting the party tonight, right? And it's escaping pain and chasing pleasure, because when you don't have a purpose, you chase pleasure. Because you can't really blame the human mind for doing that. What else are you supposed to do, right? If you don't know what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to do, or what will help you. Because, of course, like I said before, if you sit down and you think about what you want. So I was doing college interviews the other night with a few buddies of mine at a college near me, and I was talking to this one girl, and I looked at her and I go, "You seem like you could be kind of spiritual. You look like you might be spiritual." And she's like, "Oh, me? No, I'm just kind of existing." I'm like, "Okay. Well, what do you doing at college? What are you here for?" And she's like, "I don't know, but I know if I wasn't here, I'd just be sitting at home doing nothing. So I'm here, I'm doing something." I was like, okay. And I thought about that. And to her credit, it probably is good that she's there right now, and I'm sure she's going out a lot and maybe not focusing that much on, her studies and stuff, but she's doing something, right? Because like she said, if she wasn't, she'd just be sitting in her house doing nothing. So maybe, to the point I said before, maybe she's going to, be there, and within the next 4 years or after that, she's going to figure it out. And, she's not that aware right now of anything that she wants, but one day might just work out for her, or maybe it won't. But see, the other side that I was thinking about is, well, she doesn't know why she's here. It's like, why are you here then? It's like, you've never, and I didn't say this to her, of course, but this is just what I was thinking about, it's like you haven't ever sat down with yourself and just thought about the possibilities for your life and what you might desire and what you might want. And it's like, we don't do that. How do we not do that? How do we not do that? And I mean, to everybody's credit, I used to not do it. I used to not be aware of myself or anything, and I was just kind of, going through life. But with this newfound knowledge that I've acquired and this level of awareness that I'm super grateful for, I can now analyze my own life and what I want and what I think is best for me, and give advice to other people, and just talk to other people in general that think like me, or people that don't think like me, and maybe give them a little bit of clarity. But at the end of the day, it takes the individual to really establish that clarity and figure out what they want. Because, if we're just doing because it's doing and not doing with a purpose, then we're lost. So I think my generation is lost. Nobody knows what they want, and nobody, like I said before, nobody's looking to find out what they want. And I thought this way I used to be lost for a long time, and I don't have everything figured out or anything, anywhere near close to everything figured out, but I have a general gist of what I want from my life, and I have goals that I'm working towards, right?